our traditions is to invite anyone who would like to share a story, a memory. It could be a funny story, a acquaintance story. And if you feel comfortable, to come up here so everybody can see you and let us know your name and your connection with the family. And we'll just let you come share as you would like. Don't be shy. There you go.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Martin, and I'm the son of Doreen's surviving brother, Ron, who sends his very good wishes to all of the family and all his friends gathered here today, and others who have passed. And Ron now is very frail. He'll be 89 in 5 weeks' time, and clearly cannot be here today. But it was always my intention from a long time ago, knowing that this day would sometime come, that I could be here. Because Doreen for me was, without doubt, my favourite aunt, my favourite relative. Now, my father's memories of Doreen are a little bit sketchy, actually, particularly in the early years when they lived in London, in South London, and my dad was being trained up to be to carry on the family business in the watch and clock making and repairing business. So he cannot remember an awful lot about Doreen's young years. He does remember her competitive streak, however. He does remember her playing tennis in Battersea Park, which is right by the River Thames. He also remembers being very competitive at crib, as Brian has just said. This is something that started in South London and has come to California. And she hated being beaten by him. He remembers her going off to school at Clapham Girls' School in Nightingale Lane in South London. But of course the war broke out and there was evacuation and turmoil, and then obviously she married Ray and moved around Europe, raising the 3 kids. And my earliest memory of Doreen and the 3 kids was actually in France. My first ever trip abroad was in 1954, when they were living down in the Dordogne area of southern France, just outside a small, or just by a reasonably sized city of Périgueux, in a small hamlet nearby. And I still have memories, nearly 60 years on, of that. I remember playing with Roger and Brian. Gillian was just a baby, not even a year old. In a sense, I feel that Doreen was instrumental in helping me with my interest in travelling and being in other countries. Now, over the following years, really it was about my father coming here a few times, and actually more times Doreen and Ray, and then Doreen by herself, or with various permutations of the family, hopping over the Atlantic. And my father so looked forward to those opportunities, so looked forward, because he retired nearly 30 years ago, and they were the highlight of his year whenever those opportunities came about. But they were also the highlights of my time, because in 30 years I'd only probably met Doreen 5 or 6 occasions. The first time I came to California, the first time I came to the States was in 1974. Having spent a week with Roger and Jane, I then came to California, and Doreen's sense of fun and adventure, I was only a young guy then, were very apparent. And I remember she took me on a wine tasting adventure to the Paul Massey vineyards. And I wasn't a wine connoisseur then, I'm not a wine connoisseur now. But we tasted a few wines, and I was looking for a souvenir of the trip, and Doreen introduced me to crime. And I have the proof of that here. The first time, this has been in America since 1974, is this Paul Massey tasting glass, which we smuggled out of the Formasson vineyard into the car park, and by the time we got to her car, we were giggling like schoolgirls. The fact that we had done Formasson out of a wine glass.
Are you planning to return it?
I'm planning on returning it to England. But it was that sense of fun that was so endearing for Doreen, as I think all of us will know, and you will have seen Doreen far more than I have. In 2006, the second time I came here, I was able to come with some of my family, with my wife and 2 of my 4 kids. And Doreen, just a year or so before, had really been taken quite badly ill. I was hoping to come to her 80th birthday, but it was shortly before then that she became so unwell. And obviously at that point we were fearful that we'd never see her again. And it was typical of her generosity that she really helped us, because it's expensive to come to the States when you've got a youngish family. And she found some accommodation for us just on the other side of the Pacific Road, and we had the most fantastic time here. Went up to Twainhart, stayed with the family. We had a really fantastic time, and that was typical of her generosity. And finally, over the past 25 years, I've really made a point, whenever I've been able to travel to different countries, and having a wife who's a New Zealander with relatives in South Africa, I've been lucky enough to go to lots of places that are with her, but also with my work and with my own personal interests, travel across Europe. I always made a point of sending her a postcard from wherever I was, be it Russia, Estonia, New Zealand, Hungary. And I see Jill had one of those cards on her fridge from South Africa earlier this year. When I heard that Doreen had died, it was only 2 days after I'd arrived in Greece on the island of Kos earlier this month. One of the first things I'd actually done when I got to the resort, when we passed a shop that sold postcards, was think about what postcard am I going to send Doreen. I knew she was in a care home and I didn't know the address, so I thought, well, I'll send it to Del Monte Boulevard because she's bound to get it. And just a day later I'd heard that she'd passed away. Well, I bought the card nonetheless, and I'll read out what is my last postcard to Doreen. Dear Doreen, for over 20 years I've sent you postcards just to let you know that we're always thinking of you and aware that your generous spirit would share in our enjoyment of travelling around this wonderful world. You lit up my world wherever we met, or even when we phoned. Your infectious smile and laughter, your interest and concern about what our family were doing, your great sense of fun permeated everything. Anyway, a brief report from Kos. Cloudless skies, warm seas, fabulous views. Wish you were here. Wish you were still with us. Our love will stay with you forever. Love from Martin and the Kimbers. P.S. I'll give this card to Jill for safekeeping. Oh, P.P.S. I've put the new Greek stamp on it for Ray to enjoy when you are able to get it to him. So God bless you, Doreen.
Thank you, Mark. What a gift